I am almost awake this morning. I had quite a bit of problems sleeping over the weekend, and I'm a little bit asleep, but ended up. Oh, excuse me. I ended up getting a small handful of sleep. I actually went to bed early last night. Slept for about 3 to 4 hours. Got up, watched a little bit of like Voodoo and a little bit of other stuff. Then about an hour and a half ago, I thought I'll take a nap. Now I'm really struggling with being awake, but it's okay. We're gonna wake up pretty quickly here because we have to Epic TR today, and hopefully I can remember how this all goes. Alright, so things that we know. We needed 15 strength and we needed 13 dexterity. Maxed out our con, or our intelligence, and we had 1 extra point that we can put somewhere. It doesn't super matter, I don't think. Put it there. Alright. Beef talked us into maxing out jump, which I think was good. Search. Spellcraft doesn't really matter. Spot. UMD. Do heal. Not intimidating. Oh, bluff. Yeah, we'll be bluffing. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so the reason that we had to have 15 strength is so we could remember to take two-handed fighting. The reason why we had to have 13 dex was to make sure that we had precision. And then we did take stunning blow while we were TRing, but I feel like at level 20, I did not get as much value out of it. I think if I remember correctly, we end up getting Insightful Reflexes for free. So we don't want Insightful Reflexes. So here's the thing. I ended up having to use a retrain feat, and I retrained something out of Stunning Blow and into something else. Now I'm trying to figure out how to make it where that's not the case. We could just take Toughness, which doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world. It's not really what I want. We're not allowed to... Hey, Makira. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Maybe I do just want... You know what? Let's take dodge. Right? It never hurts to have dodge. Ooh. I really do wish they had a remember my 1 to 20 path for epic TRing, including my... And it doesn't have to like be the only option, but go in there, it pre-fills things out, and then it lets you modify from there. Like, this is what you did do. Ah, sweet. Close enough. Can we adjust? There we go. I'm down with this. Sure. I don't know why. I should really be looking at the character from this angle. I think that's the hairstyle we went with. Yeah. Alright, close enough. Unfortunately, I didn't write down the leveling process, so we're going to have to go through a bunch of this stuff again. Try to remember. I'll have to get in the habit of doing that for Iconics. Because it's, man, it has been quite a while, actually, if I'm being honest. Because we don't have any ways to, like, shift our levels around or anything like that, so we're good there. Alright, so what did we maxed out UMD. We don't need UMD right now. Bluff is caught up. Search spot. Sure. Okay. Just checking. Huh, that does not seem correct. But I honestly don't remember the order that we did things in, so it's possible. I almost always go Completionist next. I have such a hard time not taking Completionist next. Man, I should have watched the leveling video here. Or not the video, but the, where did I... Oh, I put all these points in Spellcraft. Get that call back up. Hey, Beef, good morning. This is such a weird process. Bluff is caught back up. Search is caught up. Spot is caught up. Disable. Jump. Open lock. Alright, so we do, in fact, get to spend some time on the healing. Spellcraft is like the extra throw over. Alright, let's see. We took an empty vial. And we taken restoration. I picked in the melee sphere because I think I decided I was going to be in the I'm going to try leveling up in Shadow Dancer. I honestly don't remember which of the ones I picked. So I actually hit the Epic TR button last night, thinking I would grab a little bit of experience But then I totally forgot. Yeah, I think it was Double Strike. I guess that these don't really matter. I feel like that's not all the options either. I wonder... Well, but Empty Bottle was one that was on I had taken previously. For completionist, you only need to finish each class once. Yes. Yeah, if you're a person that has played for a little while, I feel like completionist is an easy finish. Strictly, it's not as good as the triple racial stuff, but what is? Yeah, I have found personally that a lot of people will have 2 or 3 lives already under their belt, so it's easier. It's less number of TRs to like finish up that 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever that you have, compared to the triple racial is what I mean. Wait, where's my jump at? We haven't been hitting jump. Okay, we have been hitting jump.
Lana.
Hey, Voodoo.
Lana.
Lana! What? Danger zone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm almost awake. Feel like that should be the theme of everybody's stream today. Alright, I did take Improved Feint when I'd switched the feet around after somewhere in level 20 land where Stunning Blow stopped really doing the job that I needed it to do. So I think we're going to stay in there. Anyway, everybody, good morning. Apologize for being so quiet in Voodoo stream. A couple hours ago, I decided to try to take another nap. So I did. I went to bed. And now I'm back. Yeah, so it must remember some of the previous spells, but not all the previous spells. That's really weird. So anyway, today I am doing an epic TR. First time in a long time, actually. And I'm trying to remember how I did this. Alright, and then I'm real rough at some of this stuff, by the way. Alright, I don't think I took that. I think this is where I took Quicken. Quicken is very important. Since we have the room, I guess I'll take Glue Bomb. I don't think we'll have room to actually cast it, but somebody was saying that they would spend more time casting Glue Bomb. I don't know if it's right. It's probably not, but We can at least put it on our bar and see. I know we're going to be able to start playing catch up on skills again pretty soon. So I need to look, I think, at... Well, I don't really cast damaging spells, though. But our extra poison damage does fire off of our spell power. So we do need to have some spell power. Sure. Memorize whatever. Anyway, how is everyone doing this morning? We're having a little bit of discussion in the chat based around going for a completionist. Have you guys gone for your completionist on your main characters? Have you... This must have been a rogue level. You're still working on it? Are you close? How close are you? And we pretty much always took improved two-handed... Always took the two-handed fighting stuff as soon as we could. Not really 4 lives down? Well, 4 lives down is better than none by quite a margin. Your main character is... Usually lives until about level 7 until you're bored and start a new one. Had that. That's why you gotta get those TRs in the groove. You get up there, you get to level 20, you TR because you're bored, and bam, you start fresh. So the reason we want to make sure everything's caught up and then hit Spellcraft is because we're going to have some more rogue levels and we can play catch up on UMD. But 4 lives is not anything to quiver about either. Like whatever. Like whatever, man. Still enjoying alchemist levels here. This is such a weird thing. Like, I'm a person that very much needs to play their character to understand how it kind of comes together. And this is real trippy. Alright. Current life and 2 more till roll completionist. Yeah, I know you're close. You are almost somebody. Did we decide to take the will one first? I think we did, right? This is one of the things I really love about the Alchemist build, is this insightful courage and insightful... not this. I forget what it's called. The other insightful. I don't think any of these matter. Alright, sweet. We've got to the point where we get an extra point now, outside of what we're usually spending. Let's see. I've even been able to run R1 solo, probably on life 4 or 5. That's pretty good. Any comfort you have to solo is valuable. You're not always going to be able to play with somebody. Alright, I think we take bludgeoning. Need more Reaper points though. I want to hit racial completionist of Reaper Wings about the same time. Well, I'll be ready to pike more Reaper experience soon. No, we'll be getting some work done soon. You're, let's see, last I knew you were like 15, so you're probably going to be 20 by now. Should probably be close. Should probably be about in that same window pretty soon, I imagine. So I took the weekend pseudo off. Really didn't do much of anything. Most of what I did was... You're 17. Yes, you're close. You're real close. You'll be 20 before I'm probably 25. You got your first Reaper experience last life. It's quite a bit harder to solo, but you can manage as long as the build is good. I feel like, personally... a strong build is probably like 50% of Reapering. Maybe even less. Maybe 40% of Reapering solo. 50% of that is being situationally aware and being aware of how the game actually shifts in Reaper and playing appropriately. So, like, doing a better job of keeping an eye of your choke points, watching your stuns, stuff like that. And of course, in groups, I would add a big pile of percentage to communication. But of course, if you're soloing, you're not in a group. What does this even do? Requires cleric or paladin favorite soul. Okay, well, we don't have any of that, so. I also think it's going to be a bit harder as a paladin as it was as a warlock. So, paladins are really in a great spot right now, overall. I did a couple of paladin lives on some of the racials we've done recently. I felt like the paladin lives were very smooth. Am I missing anything? No? No, everything looks good. Excuse me. We're still half waking up this morning. Yeah, so... Yeah, we definitely... Oh, wait, no. We don't want evasion. We're going to get evasion from other levels. What did we take here? I'm playing a Pally right now, Charisma base from Fadark. It's like paddling canoe down a calm stream. It's very easy. Just press forward. Yeah, I really enjoyed Alchemist or Paladins right now. Alright, I'm sure we took this here. So what is this? Do we not have metamagic feats? Because I bet we took a metamagic here. Yeah, we do have metamagics here. Bet this is where I took Enlarge. Again, we're not really casting any of these. Untouchable saves, big MMR, PRR, self heals, top tier melee DPS, color spray. It's hard to beat. It is hard to beat. Like I said, I liked Paladin. Now we get to play catch up on all the skills that we kind of let lag behind a little bit. AKA catch back up UMD. Then we'll have to pick someplace else to dump these last couple of points into. Alright, balance is probably a good one. I have a tendency to do tumble as well. So let's put like a couple of points into tumble, and let's put the rest into balance. Just a little bit. Just enough so we don't have like the bad tumble. Again, just catching everything up here. I kind of would be down for improved trip. Like, our trip is not bad, but it's not great. I would not be opposed to taking that. Why exactly it requires combat expertise, I'm not 100% sure. Just want to make sure that there's nothing else in here that's really important. What was this last feat? Oh yeah, we took Spell Focus Enchantment. Or not Enchantment, sorry, Illusion. Spell Focus Illusion. Don't think it's super necessary. I had the feeling that Color Spray is just super good right now, but I'm going to continue to fiddle with it like it's working the way it's supposed to do. Not the way I have the feeling that it's working. This is usually about the balance that I usually stop at. It's around 10 to 14. Kind of would like to dump points into diplomacy. So I think I will. Just want to like go down and click all the stats. Just give me +1 to all these stats. I don't think it works that way though, unfortunately. It's not an unreasonable diplomacy. It's not great, but it's not the worst. We could have had this maxed instead of having this many points in balance. Perhaps that would have been stronger. But most of the skill checks we're letting others kind of deal with. Alright, so the way this is going to look really weird, but these are the things that I This is actually probably slightly more important, or has more points in it than this, but this is the second most important tree. The Inquisitive. And I honestly don't think I spent any other points anywhere else. Oh, not Inquisitive, sorry, Harper. Wait, no, we did spend a couple of points in Assassin, I think. Did we? I don't remember. Might be getting things confused from previous slides. Alright, so I'm going to basically redo what I had done previously. And I know some people are going to be like, that's not even very good. And you might be correct. But this is how I leveled it. And I enjoyed it. So we'll see if I can enjoy it again. Now I did take Wave of Poison before. I don't think I really need this. But I was throwing this to make things vulnerable to poison. Yeah, it's probably fine to have a little bit, I guess. And then this is mostly to raise the W. So this right here, I didn't actually end up using because I felt like we were continuously running, or didn't have any mana issues. So I don't think we're going to spend points on that. I did take Wave of Poison. Again, I just don't feel like this was necessary. This might not be necessary either. It looks like a weird... Let's start with this. And then I did Fairy. I think the Dragon's more fun. But I think that's for everybody to kind of decide on their own. See, that's the Charisma to hit and damage. That I believe is the bare minimum you need for Fate Arc Illusionist to make all that go. Let's see, we need to spend enough points to get... No. Shoot, I don't actually remember. I don't think we took the feat that lets us use the Alchemist feat for intelligence to hit and damage, right? No, okay. So we do need to hit and damage out of this tree. Because I like know the angles. Alright, there's the bare minimum out of this tree. We might come back and pick up some extra intelligence. I would not be opposed to having the more intelligence there. Alright, we're down to a bunch of points still. So, we'd spent some points over here in the assassin tree. We could go here. Normally I go here next. Which one's this one? Right, this is not the trip. Reduces your threat. Yeah, I'm not as worried about reducing my threat, but I do want this one. Maybe even more than that. I want the strike through. I do want this streak. This. So I want these. And I do staff lunge. Didn't love it, but I've gotten used to kind of maneuvering through it or with it. Yeah, it's probably fine. And then we'll racial over here. Let's see. Range power, intelligence. I like the skill boost intelligence. Pick up the 2-weapon fighting line. And then I honestly just go like improved recovery, improved recovery. Because this skill boost isn't something we actually need to worry about very much. You can take this skill one. Not the worst. If we were using a longsword, greatsword, bastard sword, whatever, this would be really good. Really, really good. It's possible with like some weird swapping around, leaping around, stuff like that, we could use it occasionally. Let's just do skills then. I do like my search and spot being higher. Alright. Think this will work. Alright. Yay! We did it! Man, that was painful. It would probably be less painful on a build that I hadn't kind of like pieced together. Wow, now comes the real hard part. Re-gearing all this nonsense, huh? Okay. This doesn't really matter. That doesn't matter. Honestly, trip doesn't matter. Bluff does matter. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I wish it would let you plug in some of these things so it would remember. I don't know why it doesn't remember from life to life. I feel like it should. So currently we have skill mastery. This is an epic thing, right? So all those gonna go on? No, that or this. 3 double strike is pretty good. I think we'll probably leave it like this for now, and then we'll see how it switches. I don't know if this one counts for anything. Throw it down here. Alright, those I think are those lives. There's our improved feint. Precision's already on our bar. Trip is down there. Metamagics are basically going to get applied. I wonder if I should just put them in my bar and turn them all on. That's what I think about. Uncanny Dodge needs to go somewhere where we can hit it. Pretend like we know what we're doing. All of our fast teleport items should basically exist together, except for this one. Yeah, we are currently very not organized when it comes to our gear layout right now. So let's spin a second. Let's make our stuff like make a little bit more sense to at least ourselves. There we go. If it doesn't make sense to everybody else, it's fine, as long as I know where everything is supposed to be. Alright. Let's figure out our gear here. That's on for sure. This, I think, is on hold. This, I think, is on hold. God, so much of our gear is going to just be, like, super bad again. We were wearing this precision lenses because we were hunting for the big ones, and then, we never found it, so and this is our big boy weapon. Alright, are we kind of caught back up now on how our gear is supposed to be? Oh yeah, I remember. I just started taking every ring that I found just to be on the safe side in case one of them happened to be slotted. That is what happened. Okay. Starting to feel a little bit better now about our stuff. So the first thing we're going to actually end up doing here is running around and seeing what of this gear we... Or not gear, sorry. Sagas and stuff that we actually have. So I actually have a bunch of sagas prepped. Not as many as I probably should. Like, I don't have all the sagas prepped. But I have a few. So let's see where... Let's see where that gets us. Alright, so there's one. Then there's one or two in Evening Star. Yeah, but I don't think I did all the Evening Star stuff, is what I'm saying. Like, I haven't done any of the... I didn't do any of Wayloon. I haven't done any of Thunder something. So I'm not sure which of these we have. Yeah. Missing Servants of the Overlord? That seems odd. This is heroic, right? Yeah, I haven't done any of that. So I think we're going to have 3 of them out here. Look at that guy just try to attack me as I'm walking by. What a not very nice person. Yeah, this one. Not allowed to. There we go. There we go. There's a level. That was a quick epic level for me. Tell you what. Alright, let's see. I feel like we just did overwhelming critical here. Yeah, I need to go check. I don't think I've done Ravenloft yet. It's one of the ones that we didn't do. But Three Barrel Cove should be live. Yeah, I haven't done Ravenloft yet. Said I still have a lot of first times to do, so. I think the only Ravenloft quest that I got done was the very, very first one. Into the Mist with Tobrel. I didn't do Feywild yet either. I said there's quite a few things that I did not do. Nice. Alright. Now let's figure out what we're going to do. For gear here. It is possible that I should take some time and figure out the Keep on the Borderlands gear at level 21. Probably would not be the worst thing in the world. Mostly because I just don't have that much gear yet that we're actually throwing around. I think we used our collective sight last life. I know we used this thing a bunch. Even though it's not really great at the moment. And I think we ended up wearing this cloak because it was the intelligence item we had on hand. And then we wore this baby hat. Waiting for things. We could switch some things around if we had a different constitution item. I feel like this is probably just fine for now, though. This covers deadly. I don't know, maybe we do want this on. Figure out a way to do something else. Have a decrease on everything, but it's fine. It's medium. What do we have in the cloak range over here? Pick up an extra 4 to our illusion DC. Oh, you're right, cogs. I did do the cogs. You're right, Beef. We also did docks too. I forgot about the cogs. We do have the cog saga. That was another one that we did. We have a... Oh, okay. So we were wearing these until we could use those. Doesn't seem that good. Should I just wear these instead? There's a lot of potency for our spell power stuff. What's our negative spell power poison? 119. God, so little. Yeah, alright, let's try that for now. Let's see. Rings? Question mark? Yeah, I guess. We ended up having to wear this for a while. And that's really blowing my skirt up, as it were. Do we not have another ring? What ring did we use? Oh, I know what we were using. I bet you dollars to donuts we were still using our Ravenloft ring. And I bet I put it away. How many rings of Stalker do I have? Looks like 3 rings of the Stalker. So I think what we're going to do here in a minute is we're going to go to Keep on the Borderlands and see if we can't find ourselves some of that gear. Some sort of bracers. That makes sense. Question mark. Let's actually go to... You know, honestly, this is probably just as good. So now this is melee alacrity, basically, insightful. Waste. Put this... I remember that we used this belt quite a bit, which kind of means this is not doing that much. It's doing double strike and dodge now. It's still okay. So we're still missing a ring slot that matters. Accuracy 12, I guess, is what I have laying around. That's fine. I feel like there's got to be something stronger. I must have moved my... Oh, we also... Yeah. I'm going to go get my Ravenloft level 10 stuff. Grab the level 10 ring from the night ring, whatever it is. 2 more intelligence, 2 more insightful deadly, and I don't even know if it gives anything. I think I have it slotted with a ring, a voice of the master or something too. So. Sam 10 Ravenloft. That's my current naming mechanic. We'll see how long it lasts. Sapphire of Heavy Fortification. That must be the one then. So many of these have Master's Gifts slotted in them that we just can't touch anymore. It's probably fine. I think we actually wore this for quite a while, but it's fine. Yeah, I think we'll just throw that up there and call it good. So, well, we got some easy, low-hanging fruit experience to do, and we'll go from there. Like I said, I'm a person that has not spent a lot of time epic TRing. I don't spend a lot of time over level 20. I usually turn into like the little brother that like chases behind the big kids trying to help. And I don't mind doing that occasionally. Mostly because it's an opportunity to get to play with people I don't get to play with very often, like Tobrel and Beef and so on and so forth. But now this is going to be our life, so we need to actually spend some time and energy and focus on, if we can get consistently to like this point when we epic TR, then we need to have gear kind of figured out and sorted at this point going forward, to kind of round things up. So we have this guy. And then at some point we'll have this guy, and then at some point we'll have this guy. Alright, ranged weapon wise, we have our little junk throwing dagger somewhere. Alright, so that's all good. Spells. Yeah, I'm going to continue to have haste boost, I think. Haste boost for days is kind of like the thing that makes me enjoy this build. Power boost. So here's the problem. The problem has been that oh wait, no. We don't need haste boost. Yeah, we do need haste boost. I like haste boost, power boost, and sprint boost. That's what I meant. So the problem has been, I've been doing like I think it's, I don't remember actually. Color spray is a... Is it a will save? Will save. So I've been doing the one that ends the will save here. I'm not sure this is the correct way to go. It might be better off taking greater elemental weapons instead of haste. But I like haste so much. Huh? Oh, did we not actually physically put this on our bar? Let's actually do that. We do want the displacement draught. I've still been doing greater liquid courage. I'm not sure if that's right. We've been doing intelligence evolution. That's probably still right. Move curse, remove restoration. Then we get to pick a different one. Yeah. Oh, we had a room for a bigger heal in here somewhere too. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I know. We didn't do power boost. That's why. That's why. Because we have human power boost. Poison strikes, quick attack, staff lunge, sweeping strikes. Know the angles. This is going to get moved up here. And our familiar. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. We're still missing a second level spell. I honestly don't think any of these matter, but we'll go ahead and take this as well. And then we will... Not that we need it, because Quinn will basically spam Featherfall on us, but in case we ever decide we do need to cast Featherfall and someone's not there to spam Featherfall on us, we'll take the Featherfall spell. I do the same thing with the gills too, why not? Who cares? And then we can remove these other things, I guess. Sure. Remove everything. 1 second, everybody.
At last, a chance to spread my wings and fly.
Draw it. It's pronounced draft. I think we had this conversation. I feel like we've had this conversation. I feel like I continue to say the other thing. Alright. I think we're... God, so many things are... So many blank spots in our bars right now. I'm definitely going to end up missing something important that I have not put someplace. Oh, plus we have not done our Epic Destinies. So this is kind of what I was thinking last time. So right now our intelligence is not as high as it can be, obviously, but it's not the worst for level 21. Should be higher probably. Is there a way that we can make it much higher without too much more effort? I don't think so. Yeah, for the gear we have available and stuff like that, this is probably as good as it's gonna get. So let's activate this stuff. Consume, Executioner Strike, Meld. Let's see. This is actually a useful one that I don't really care about, although maybe we should turn it on. Yeah. A little bit more from gear that we're not currently doing, but that's fine. Alright, so that gives us Consume, Executioner Strike, Shrouding Shot, a D-Door, and a couple other things. Mostly room for both Grim Precision and Meld. So that goes together like peanut butter jelly time. And then we typically do the melee song, which is actually called Martial Hymn, which is like melee song. Oh, it's inactivatable. Alright. Put the shadow training on your bar. Did I not do that? Thought I put everything on my bar. Yeah, everything's on my bar, Beef. Shadow Training 2 is right here. Shadow Training 3 is over here. Shadow Training 4 is right here. Shadow Training 5 is right there. Yeah, all the Shadow Training stuff is on my bar. Oh, do we want the Assassinate DC for this, actually? So we go down in Intelligence, but up a couple more Assassinate DC? Probably. That's what this is for. Right? Was this the one that was Assassinate? No. Which makes this one useless now. It's really fine. Try to work in the Assassinate DC from Falconry Inn. Yeah, I don't think there's a... That's up here. So we're talking 8 points to get there. Yeah, I currently don't see 8 points. Possible we could have switched our that one feat and not had to go up the Harper Agent tree. Alright, what else was I doing? How are these? Get them out of there. Oh, we were looking for a different trinket. Perhaps. Feels like it puts you into many directions unless it still has the weird no save bug. I don't... FDI? I don't know what FDI is. What's that shortcut for? Oh, Fade Arc Illusionist? Well, the color spray has been landing really well. We've designed our build where we actually have a pretty good DC. So, I don't know if it's bugged where it doesn't have a save, but it lands quite often. Almost always. If not always. It's like one of my 8,000 trinkets here. No, they were talking about color spray. Okay, so the bug is still in effect. I have no idea. Again, the DC on it's pretty good. Plus, you know, I have all those past lives and things that make it good too. Let's just say that I've set things up in such a way where if it's bugged, it's fine. If it's not bugged, it's fine. So that's just how my brain processes things. Alright, I'm looking for the other trinkets. Where are the rest of my trinkets? I feel like I have like 1,000 trinkets and none of them are on my bar. Here's one. Probably don't need that anymore. Probably don't need this hanging out in my backpack anymore either. Here's our Featherfall trinket. Again, not that we'll ever need it. Just gonna keep moving stuff around until it feels like it'll make sense sometimes. Fix negative levels. Point at things. I like being able to point at things. What am I missing? I'm still missing a trinket I want to wear all the time. Why can I not find like one of my 5,000 trinkets that's just like interesting to equip? I feel like we should be able to have something. What does this even do? Junk. Okay. Fine. I don't even care. I'm sure we'll find something else sooner than later. Let's go get some experience. What goes here? I feel like I'm gonna have to look at my old layout just to learn where everything else was. That's a big chunk of experience. All right. No. It's too late. Apologies for everyone's eardrums. All right. I still feel like I'm missing some things. Alright. Show me who's available. Someone to kiss my boo-boos. Whoa! We'll ride over to, keep on the Borderlands. We might take some time at some point and do a little bit of the Explorer Zone, as well as the quests. I don't know. We could also see what else is going on. Oh, I suppose I should also mention, for those of you who are interested, I do play on Sirlona as well. Sirlona Hype. So if you're a person who is on Sirlona and would like to do stuff and your level appropriate, shoot me a tell. Let me know. This is just empty. It must just be empty. I don't really put up LFMs, although I probably will for Slayer Zones soon. I don't think I have the quests, so I better go get the quests. Now, I did end up doing these last life, so we're not going to get that big first-time bonus like we did the first time around, but again, I think we want to do them just to try to keep an eye out for various gear that we may or may not use from life to life. Just start collecting it. Hey, see me, see you. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I feel like it's probably worth the hassle to do the walk around through the Explorer Zone. Let's pull up the map because I don't know if I 100% know where it's all at. Is it the same as Heroic? Thanksgiving was medium. I'm a big Thanksgiving fan. It's like my favorite holiday. So we, my son worked, so he didn't get to come over. My mother-in-law, had re-dangered herself with the COVID, so she didn't come over. And risk re-exposing all of us again. And, so it's just my wife and I this go around. I did not feel particularly great. I can judge what place we're in. Alright. And then... God, Epic TRN is such a mess compared to everything else. Alright. I believe... should be like a big tree around here somewhere, right? Is this it? This must be it.
A massive oak, taller than any of the other trees, dominates this corner of the valley.
And then we basically go back over to that road. What's up, Queen Quinn? Coming to say hi. Yeah, But it was good. Like overall, like everything was tasty.
The road leading up under the mountains has been blocked by recent devastation. The valley has been cut off.
We kill this bird. I made a turkey breast up in the Instapot. Took like 20 minutes. So that was nice. It's nice to not have to make like a whole bunch of food. But I do miss having people over for Thanksgiving. It's a holiday that I do enjoy quite a bit. Alright. Can I jump up here? Nice. I don't know how far these things chase. I don't want them to chase long enough that the alert goes crazy, but I would like to do other things. Like to get them into groups. I have Earth Affinity, you guys! Take 20% less acid damage.
Monsters have built a small camp atop this hill, giving them a commanding view of the valley.
Poison damage seems significantly lower than it should be also. Like, significantly. Huh. Wonder what's missing. Something is missing. Because we were doing like more than 200 points of poison damage and attack, and now we're doing 60-ish.
This trifle
Something is
may be
off.
useful.
Stepmom cooked enough food for 20 people. There were 5 of us, just to try to feel more normal. Yeah. Said we just had a small little Thanksgiving. The wife and I. Then Remington came over for like 5 minutes to eat leftovers before he went back to bed so he could get up to do stuff. 22-pound turkey. Wow, I'm surprised that she didn't get the popos called on her when she bought that. Breaker. We have a woman trying to purchase a 22-pound turkey. I think she's going to have guests over for Thanksgiving. Isn't there like a picnic basket somewhere around here? I don't know this. I don't have this zone like memorized or anything. Missouri doesn't even have a mask mandate. Oh, it's up here. There it is. I see it now.
Someone's plans for a nice
I don't know. I feel like if I had room to put a bigger turkey in my freezer right now, I'd be buying buying all the turkey. Like, I do have a big garage freezer, but it's not plugged in. I haven't had it plugged in ages because we just don't use it. Feel like there's so many big turkeys for sale
Dense
that I
woods
should just
cover the
be
trees in this dark and
buying all the
isolated
big turkeys. Oh, hey, you know what also would have been good if I would have spent the rest of my twists. Should do that before we go into quests, I guess. Probably be okay. Oh, hey, I wonder if that's the other thing we're missing. Does this die too? It does. Alright. So we got quite a few things actually we still need to finish before we can... I would have really struggle bust probably in some Reaper quests with the way some of those things are still set up. That might be where some of our damage is also. Not 150 points worth of damage. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Those guys are never gonna come get us. They're just gonna shoot arrows at us. Yeah, Spore zones are so not the most exciting areas.
With the keep under siege, the local lizard folk have grown bold. They've built a camp down by the water, right in the center.
Realize that they're probably really good if you have a bunch of people to spread out and kill everything. At least you can kill this stuff. Aww. Aww. I was contributing to the other quests. I was helping. Was I not keeping up to everybody's desire or standards in their Reaper 8? Oh, one kill isn't helping. I had more than one kill most of the time. I had more kills than quite a few people in some of those quests. But my level 15 gear and whatnot on my first character to level 30 in that's not on the hardcore server in literal years. Didn't keep up with your standards. Let's kill him. We'll get there. What's this? Is this any good?
Now you may see the glint of gold.
It's not the worst. Alright, let's see. How much longer do we have here? Hunter's Lodge is one. Did we actually get this hit? What's up, B-Love? Just trudging along. Just trudging along. Just saying, not everything's about kills. Not everything's about kills. Sometime you gotta be the can for everyone to kick down the road. Am I level 30 yet? Nope, I'm level 21. Ruined Tower. It must be this thing. No, we I spent the weekend or whatever, Friday, Saturday, I don't know, one of the days. We got to 30, we screwed around for a little bit, and now we did our epic TR.
This was once a great and impressive tower, but it was reduced to rubble in a battle long ago.
Alright, so we picked up all of the little crest things. Let's see. There's a possible rare over here. I'm not really worried about the rare. I mean, there are like 5,000 experience, so I guess we should at least look. Another spot for I don't actually know where all the rares are out here either. Same build I was last time. We just did an epic. We'll go back and we'll do another. When we finish this, we'll go back and we'll do another iconic. And then we haven't figured out exactly what we're going to do. If we're going to continue to be bad, or if we're going to try to play things a little bit.
A monster attack has reduced this farmstead to
A little bit more interesting. I suspect we're going to be bad, but I don't know yet. Like, there's some merit to getting all your bad stuff out of the way, I think. Let's see, that was the farmstead. So back here somewhere is still a wagon that needs to be found. Oh, back here. Yeah, I'm iconic.
A smashed wagon stands in the middle of the road.
So we're level 21.
An ambushed caravan.
Not too far away from level 22. Alright. So Neglected Grave should be somewhere around here. Cosplay as Emo Tobrel. I don't know. He has been really moody lately. I don't know if I want to push his buttons in that direction. At least moody with me. Huh, so I missed the one grave still?
Feel the force of my thorns.
Although I could get behind a build like that though.
You find a grave here in the brush. It's been neglected.
Hi, can you get off the horse? That'd be great.
What kind of horde hides within this?
Alright, and then back here is actually quite a bit of stuff that we didn't do, right? Yeah, I'll have to think about how to run this pattern a little bit better in the future. Probably take me a couple of times to learn where all the explorer locations are, and then figure out a pattern. I have... They're gonna make me heal myself, aren't they? Yeah, I'm gonna screw around with this for a little bit, then I have to go back to town and fix my stuff, and then I'm gonna come do these quests. Alright, so I think the little fairy thing, circle, is like around here somewhere, right? There it is. This thing? I feel like it's this thing.
There's a small ring of mushrooms here. Is the fairy
Alright,
natural
so...
or something created by the Fae?
The evil altar is like this direction. Somewhere there's an evil altar. Allegedly. Here we go.
You get an uneasy feeling as you approach this ancient altar.
Most pleasing.
Alright. Let's see. We got the hermit left up there. I feel like we're... Oh, there's an evil statue somewhere too. Like right kind of nearby-ish. Is it way up there? It must be it, way up here. Statue is evil, huh? How's this statue evil? Does it have an alignment? Does it secretly murder kittens at night?
This green statue gestures menacingly at the keep down.
Alright. Let's see.
Cult
Evil
of
statue.
Chaos has made its arrival known to everyone in the valley.
The hut over here. Then what are we missing?
A small hermit's hut stands here, surrounded by well-tended beehives. The place looks like it's still inhabited, even though the caves of chaos...
Oh, the standing stone. We had to have gotten the Caves of Chaos before already, right? We did not find the keep on the Borderlands, apparently. Fisherman's Shack? It's all over by the ruined tower. We missed it somehow. And the standing stone. Alright. Wow. We're gonna be running all over the map for a second, aren't we? That's alright. I'm also not in chat, so you're in good shape.
Cave entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be...
Check the wiki, it shows the best rare route. Yeah, I'm not as worried about the rares. I know a route for rares. Hi, Geezer Hermit.
enchanted stones stand in a ring. The weathered pillars look like they've been here for a very long time.
Alright, so we'll ride down here, we'll grab this geezer, or this fisherman's shack. And we'll ride back towards the keep on the borderland to see if we can find it.
I will pay back this injury in blood.
Alright, so there's a fountain. So the shack shouldn't be that much further down here, I don't think. I thought it was this, but maybe it's not that. Is there... Looks like it's more up. Looks like it's down by the water. Maybe we just didn't go down. Ah! It's this thing that looks like a little dock. Okay.
A small fisherman's shack stands deserted on the riverbank.
Alright. So I'm not sure exactly what triggers the you've made it to the keep on the Borderlands. If there's like a spot on the map, or you just can't come in from the front door. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so a couple of things that we forgot to do that we definitely want to take a second to do before we forget. I'm assuming they have an epic person here. I don't see an epic person here. Do you not have an epic trainer out here somewhere? Seems like a mistake. Alright, so Reaper enhancements is something that we didn't do. Up the ramp. Alright, thank you. Let's see, I don't really care about that. I would like to get a little higher, I think, in the tree. I have to spend at least 3 more points. Let's figure out the bare minimum of this before we get carried away. We work under the assumption that this is broken because of reasons, instead of taking all of this like we always do. What do things look like? Strength is stun and trip DC. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, how much dodge do we currently have? We could go up to 10 more dodge. This one I think was good, right? Yeah, I think this one was strong. Pick up an extra int. Again, normally I take these assuming that they would help for my various DCs of things. Like, usually I end up with, like, almost all in this and this. Just, like, all about getting as much of this reflex save as I think I can cram in. Alright. Normally these go over here. Alright, so the new one is confirm critical hits and damage. The reason I took 3 reflex over 3 con, I just want to max out this reflex save as much as possible. The fortitude save is going to be our worst save anyway. There's nothing I can do to make it better. Bad saves are going to be bad regardless. But if I can make good saves, gooder. Alright, up the ramp, someone said. Up the ramp. So let's ride over here and look up this ramp. Maybe they mean up here. What's up? Wife has come to yell, what's up? Ah, she's just not marked on the map. No, she might be. Bye. Just didn't see it. Such an exciting level. Alright. Alright, so Reaper Enhancement's on. That's going. We're missing something else. Oh, twists. The rest of our twists. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, here? Oh, that's fair. I usually would have taken these. That's fair. I normally would have taken those. You're correct. I was thinking fortitude saves right there. That was my bad. Alright, let's see. We have Velo, so we could take Cocoon. We also could... twist in a renewal occasionally, but I don't know if I care. We could twist in more strike through, just what I think I had planned. Give us a 200% strike through. We definitely want to twist in a dance of the flowers. A dance of flowers. Also really like Impregnable Mind. Will save our second. I don't know. I often take this and I feel like it does some value. There's some of the other like level 1 or level 3 twists that might be valuable here. Let's see. Can get more songs. That seems fine. Oh, we could pick up some more spell DC. That was one of the numerous things I thought about doing. But then this was landing, and I'm like, oh, well then we're probably good. I picked up most of my Saga rewards now. Don't care about the ones that I had done. Don't care about that. Oh, Trip DC. That's one of the ones, the Legendary Tactics. Strike through? Yeah, we could do more strike through. That's kind of what I was thinking. I'm also trying to like respond to people in guild chat, so I apologize for kind of losing my train of thought. Yeah, I think we just grab this malicious weapons. Call it easy enough. Like a booth. We should put it in the booth section. Or Tsunami and fully embrace the exploiting. Yeah, sounds like a pass at the moment. Sounds like the pass at the moment. All right. I don't know where V-Love is. It says he's grabbing quests. And the adventure zone is active, so he's probably out here. And the dogs are going kabarky barky.
Was built to protect this valley. Constant monster attacks have driven the valley's residents to take refuge behind the keep's walls.
Alright. So let's get started. Some sort of Pale Master build. I was feeling like I didn't have very many hit points.
Small, squalid cave entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be the Caves of Chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies...
So here's the question. I have done these first time on Reaper 1. So is it better to get the first time bonus on Elite? Probably, right? Probably.
The door behind you seals shut as you enter. There's now only one way to go. That's fine with you, as this cave is said to contain much treasure.
I feel like I would be going through them at roughly the same speed. Maybe not. But I felt like I didn't have any real problems with these.
Stands behind a magical barrier, guarding a pile of treasure. Always more. The Minotaur smokes. Greed draws your adventurers like moths to the flame. Have fun starving in my cave with the treasure just out of reach.
Honestly, don't know what all my buttons do. What does this even do? Oh yeah, the big unholy damage boost.
This crest matches one of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier. There must be more.
I also need to be hitting... I moved these things around, so I need to figure out where they are now, too. Switch this around. And this can be quickened. Quickened. I always feel like the first, like, bit of the stream after, like, something along these lines is figuring out the build. Always takes me a while, especially on a jumping to different level. That's unpleasantness. First time difficulty on Elite is about the same as second time Reaper 1 Wise. Being able to sell stuff easily, heal stuff, and Zerg harder. Yeah, maybe, like I said, I need to see what the XP differences are. So that first time bonus should be, like, reasonable.
You've done well, small one.
No, that was correct. Why am I Tobrelling everything all of a sudden? Why is my mouse not, like, working either? It's about the same as a boost you get from... Alright, well then maybe I'll just go back to doing Reaper then.
Yes.
Didn't pick up a crest.
This should be enough crests to fill all of the sockets on the Minotaur's barrier. neatly fitted into their sockets. The magical barrier fades. The infuriated Minotaur gives a roar of rage and attacks.
Does it consume just like eat things? Isn't it basically implosion? Yeah, it's implosion.
Now the treasure the
I did not feel great.
is yours for the taking.
Still trying to figure out my stuff here. Yeah, whatever. Collect all these things. Not the worst item I've ever read. Close that so I can go back to this. I have a person I follow on Twitter, a friend, and he likes to tag me in these like giveaway things, where if you tag like so many other people, you get involved. So I like looked over and I had like a bunch of these mentions, and that's what was going on. I was like, why do I have so many things? That'd be why. Why are these not filled in correctly yet? The gear here is 6.5 out of 10, good enough to keep wear, but nothing you're going to blow your socks off. Well, that's pretty much what I feel about all gear, really.
As you walk deeper into the cave,
But
you hear deep, guttural voices in the distance.
it's certainly better than the heroic versions.
Take that to me.
You notice a small iron key in the corner of the room.
Certainly better than the heroic versions.
The stout iron lock on this door looks as though it would be impossible to pick. The iron lock creaks as
Oh, excellent. We missed everything. Gearing up is better than leveling. Should probably be paying closer attention to what's going on instead of reading chat.
the smell of meat cooking wafts tantalizingly down the corridor.
I know. I just trying to find something that makes it feel like I'm not just struggle busting with all the level 15 gear still.
Corner of this chamber.
You know what I mean?
The first lever is pulled. The crystal above it flares.
Like, I literally did
The image of a
everything that we
small
did last
silver
go
key is
around
lost.
on my level 15 gear for the most part.
The silver light puts up
I had
voice
a handful of items that are level 28 or better, but not very many.
Feel the bite of my teeth.
as the second lever is pulled. You can hear the rumble of
Yeah,
the steel
figuring out
flying
stuff at
open.
level 29 is probably much different. I just would like to be able to put some things on so it doesn't feel quite so... That's not the button I wanted to push. So it doesn't feel quite so bad.
As you open the door, a massive bugbear growls and attacks.
Oh, cute little bugbear. Show me your kidneys. Do you not have kidneys? He does not have kidneys. Why don't you have kidneys? That should work on you. My plus.
As the chieftain arrives,
Hmm.
you notice a small ornate
May have to
key
find
on
a
the table
bluff
in the
item
far
to
corner
sneak
of the
in
room.
somewhere.
The door to the treasury opens
begins
with a
anew.
satisfying click.
So that one was 20,000, and the previous quest was... $28,000. So first time's about 8,000 XP. Am I gonna put open lock on my bar and open this lock before V-Love can get it open? Yep, I rolled a 3.
What kind of hoard hides within this little
I rolled a 3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go look around for gear as well. Alright, so the question is... The what? 300 Reaper experience worth the 8,000 regular experience? Probably not. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. If an average of 5k experience is worth about 300 Reaper experience. I don't think so. Right? I mean, normally I would be like, hell yeah, because that would be my only Reaper experience. But now that we're getting 100,000, I think we just have to get up to where we can contribute more in... Now, first-time bonuses, that's a different story. But getting to the place where we can contribute in the bigger quests a little bit more, I think is going to be more valuable.
The people of the keep have asked for your help dealing with 2 orc tribes that dwell inside this cave. Judging from the decor, each direction leads to a different tribe's home.
I feel like... Put a finger down for V-Love. I'll put a finger down right there for V-Love as well.
A tripwire snaps, and a
My
blade
bride. Where'd you run off to, crazy person? Blink. This also lets us eat all the tasty ham we want, which is really all I really want in DDO right now. Just to be able to eat all the tasty hams that I feel like. Come on.
The lever clicks into place, and the sound of grinding gears can be heard somewhere in the cave.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm no expert at going from 20 to 30 for sure. Really do struggle bus on builds. I may have to pick a build and kind of like do sets of a build just because it really does take me a long time to get used to a build.
Grinding gears can be heard once again.
Even something like this is just doing the iconic here, or the epic. It's really kind of messing with me. Because nothing matches, like everything's still just like a little bit wrong.
What kind of hoard hides within this little chest?
Oh, they seem good. These boots are alright. Resistance and Constitution. Yeah, I could wear those. What are we wearing now? Oh, spell power now. Yeah. Oh, I have a butthole too, actually. I don't need your square butthole. I have a round pink butthole. Forgot. That's what I always call this D-door, by the way. It's a butthole. Alright, my dodge is, or my thing's pretty atrocious, but maybe I can stealth up here with the aid of this and disable this trap. Nope. No! Gravity, why? Alright. Can I butthole back up there in time to catch the guy? Is it too late? Is it too late? It's probably too late, right? Too late by miles. You're watching a repeat of Last Life. I tried a different strategy. I think that we had some stuff like poof around. I don't necessarily think they came after me. But it certainly does feel like a repeat. I agree. Back in. No, Belo's healing himself. It's fine. Excellent. I didn't want to see anyhow. God, it's so long. Where did this guy go? There he is. Ten kobolds close his eyes. Kobold, 5 kobolds. It's magic. It's magic, you know. I'm gonna have to heal. Right, blue, red, blue again. I need to hit this boost sooner, I think is the main thing I need to do. Oh, you're not going to make me fight you. Nice. Bluff. Your chief is the dead. I'm their hero.
A secret door slides open in the common chamber. You've made a deal with the tribe. Strike down their leader to gain their support. According to the Kobold Crone, their
Do I
chief
care
has
about
been
that?
behaving strangely ever since he brought the charm of evil chaos.
I
to
guess
the
I'll
city.
take it. I don't
She's
plan
happy
on
to
doing
be
anything with it.
both
So
the chief and the vile talent.
I thought that was tied to stopping the runner. I don't know. Maybe I don't understand how this quest works at all. Wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time I've manhandled my way through a quest. Sell it on the auction house.
Small, squalid
Sounds
cave
strong.
entrances dot the ravine walls. These must be the caves of chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base.
Gobnoblins. Knobbing all the gobs.
You enter the caves, determined to eliminate another threat to the residents of the keep.
My brain is getting all squirrely here. I think it's this way. Probably wrong. Nope, I'm correct. Hot dog. I got it right. Come here.
As the last goblin dies, you notice something glittering in the debris under the makeshift wooden walkway. The lock on this stout door does not work quickly. The barbering door opens with the squeal of metal on metal, rousing the guards from outside.
Feel the force of my
That's right. That's right, little stick. You taunt the rats. Just keep on taunting rats. Am I doing a Hork Pally? The stack helpless damage, run in, dread, twist, sense weakness, and color spray everything. I mean, long as it's squirrely, I
As
guess.
the door opens, a small goblin cries out.
Me, Chief, now. You go away.
Oh, that guy's the chief now. Oh, I got stunned. A greater shout.
Falls. Looking around, you spot an iron key in the back of the chamber.
Alright, let's see. I think we can go through a butts hole now. I hope so. Still trying to figure out where the other 100 points of my poison damage
Sudden iron-bound door
is at.
with an impeccable magical lock. The door swings open on well-oiled hinges, startling the hobgoblins on the far side.
what knowledge did that to me?
You hear the sounds of guttural chanting coming from the chamber ahead.
Oh, that, you're probably right. That is probably where it's at, Beef. That was one of the few items I have at level 29.
Barrier seals off the passage. Perhaps the magical runes on the wall are the key to opening it.
Bet that's it. bet that's what's missing.
As we truly come to this.
Stupid color spray timer.
Gate bars this passage.
I bet that's at least a big part of it. It's also a little bit different
The wall in the armory
with the
slides
the
open.
way this is going as opposed to the Fury version.
Chieftain glimpses out of his throat to the
Back
wall.
his injury in blood.
The hobgoblin chieftain slumps.
The Fury version had the basically the auto trips. Auto trips was good. What's this? That seems medium. I know, I'm keeping an eye out for other bucklers because not everyone's got swashbucklers everywhere. So I'm trying to like evaluate things besides swashbuckler.
Small, squalid cave entrances.
For my
flank the
swashbuckling
remaining walls.
builds.
These must be the caves of chaos, where the cultists and their monster allies have made their base. You can see Knoll guards ahead, blocking the entrance to their camp. Just as you brace yourself for a fight, another Knoll calls out to you in a shrill voice. Eula Bloodbleed, daughter of the Knoll chieftain, has given you a charm of evil chaos to help you infiltrate the camp. She and the Knoll Outlanders want to leave the Borderlands.
You there! If you're looking for a way inside, I've got just the thing. But I might need something myself.
Oro Sandcloak lets you in on a secret. Chief Bloodgleam has been lying to the Outlanders about sending their comrades to join the cult. If you can
Alright,
prove that
so
Outlanders are being
if I had the
falsely
skill boost here, we
sacrificed,
could skill boost for
it
these.
will destroy their loyalty to the chief.
But I think we'll be okay. I failed to intimidate, shocker. Failed the diplomacy also though. It's harsh. Buckler of the Celestial Soldiers. Is this supposed to, is this like the next best thing? Is it a big raid one? It is a big raid one. I do like the big raid ones. The problem with this is there's no guard breaking. Guard breaking is very important to a lot of those things.
said Gravemaw always wore a ring.
Small raid 1, level
before he went to
27. I
serve
don't
the
see the
cult.
level yet.
This proof of Gravemaw's death will convince the Outlanders once and for all that they should abandon the cult.
May not be that bad. If you don't have a swashbuckler, at least it's something you can go for. And it has a lot of the good stuff in it.
Chest. Now we may see the glint of gold.
I missed a tablet somewhere. I feel like I'm missing all sorts of things in this quest today. I think I need to talk. I think I need a tablet before I can talk to Bubblegum over there. Slotting quality dex in the shield can save you a slot in a dex build. Yeah, not wrong. There's Boomfoots.
This tablet belongs to a gnoll named Boomfoot, who claims to know a dark secret about Zart's Soot Club. Talking to Boomfoot could be very useful. Boomfoot reveals that Zart Soot Club, the renowned Outlander fighter, can't stand the sight of blood. Time to let Zark know what you know.
Hey, Tim, what's up, my guy?
You've convinced enough Gnoll Outlanders to turn against Chief Bloodgleam and her cultists. You've convinced members of the tribe to turn against the Cult of Evil Chaos and found proof that Chief Bloodgleam has been lying about sending the Outlanders to work with the cultists. This should be more than enough to create an uprising in the Gnoll's ranks. Chief Bloodgleam bellows at the crowd. You would trust this outsider over
TR'd your Artie?
Have you forgotten
Am I
everything
gonna
the cultists done
mistime
to you
this
idiots?
entire thing?
The Outlanders seem to reconsider. But you have something that will convince them. You hold up Gravemaw's bloody ring and reveal that you found it in the Chief's shrine. Chief said Gravemaw turned it on!
Yeah, Michael the Pious, or Michael the Wise, or I think it was Michael the Wise is what he had his video cast name. He's actually back in DDO right now, and he also is talking about TRing his Artie. Which surprises me a little bit,
Against the onslaught of Gnoll cultists.
but I guess not that much. Because that Artie used to be a barbarian. You're gonna try out the Bombarder Alchemist? It's very, very powerful.
Not a single cultist remains standing. The Outlanders cheer, relieved that they can finally
Very, very
leave the
powerful.
Borderlands behind.
I find it to be a little on the boring side, but is
What kind
very,
of
very
gold
powerful.
lies within this
Yula stands beside
See if
Oro.
V-Love wants this.
There must be more to these two than it initially
I don't
seemed.
foresee myself using this.
Chief
What's this?
Bloodgleam and the other cultists is out of the way. Yula and Oro can finally
That's kind of
escape
cool. That
the
bracer's not
lion's
the
den.
worst.
As they turn to leave, Yula tells you to hold on to the charm of evil chaos she gave you, in case you need help defeating the rest of the cult.
A pile of
This
gold.
triform may be useful.
I wasn't an arty because I play it just getting the past life. Yeah, well, that's not what I meant. I meant is that it seems to be going around is that people are TRing out of their arties. I like my arty. I could see doing some arty lives. If there was a few more arty spells, or a slight power up of the, like a little bit better walkthrough on the arty dogs, I could see doing doing more arty lives. Like, honestly, it just needs a small, like a minor spell pass, in my opinion. And I would be fine. Yeah, I continue to not make judgments for things at level 30. No, that is the way I wanted to go. Did in fact want to go this way. It was really more of an inquisitive. Well, I mean, inquisitive arties are pretty good. I don't know why you'd complain about peanut butter being in your jelly. They keep doing full pass on trees and it takes forever. They did targeted changes. They could balance things quickly at 30. Yeah. Well, and again, I don't know if it needs a whole pass. There's certainly areas that are just wrong / bad and need to be addressed. You know, we've talked about the pets and the pet mechanics enough. And we know why the pet mechanics are bad now. Like, they've straight up admitted it. They just don't want people incentivized to use the pets too much, so they're not so good. For performance issues, which is kind of lame, but at least they finally admit it. So they're throwing like partial bones to people, which is fine, but I would like to have there's some minor changes I think that they could make that would make it good enough. Well, I should say they don't. I'm agreeing that they don't have to do all that stuff, but I think they could add a few spells, and it would probably be fine. I also think that they could, if the pet's the problem, they could let the pet go, and they could take a lesson from like 5th edition D&D right now. You don't have to use the pet. The pet's fun, but you have plenty of other possibilities. Why don't they want them to be good? Why do they keep tossing augment summoning entries? So, the issue with pets... Why did this chest not open? Is it not open unless the guy runs in there? So anyway, pets and summons that act intelligently, now it's working, take up some undesirable amount of CPU usage on the server, so they don't want to mess with things. Please let me throw the pet in the trash and construct on my armor instead. Yeah, there's a lot of options. I think it'd just be better to have like a really powerful effect for like a turret. This way you don't have to worry about the pathing situation. You run up, you summon your turret, or you throw out your turret, it pops up, does things. And you, depending on what you set it up for, you can do all sorts of things to it. You run away from it, it automatically recalls to you, like depackages and comes back. Only works while you're so close. I think it would be fine. That's just it. I think that's one of the spells that I would like to see changed. Is I would like to see more flame turret-y type things, except not just flame turret. You know, I think that you could make like the mage fire cannon type things. But that's what I would do instead of an active pet, is I would just have a mage fire cannon that you summon out and do stuff to. Whatever, get out of here. Oh, you're gonna make me heal myself? Don't make me heal myself. Heal myself. Oops. Wow, he must have a lot, actually. Okay, we're good now. Show me your kidneys. Big Tesla coil to go with the arty thing. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would even have that be one of the spells. Like, I would have... That would be sweet. Instead of a flame turret, you have, like, the lightning turret, a little bit higher level. Throw it out there. It looks like a big Tesla coil. Shoots things with electricity. Again, I like the idea of the mage cannon being the pet instead. But there's lots of, I think there's lots of options. I think that they got that pet technology and they wanted to do more cool stuff with it, and they don't really want to encourage it in the way that it wants to be encouraged. I also think you could probably just go around and really clean up the trees. And by the trees, I mean the pet trees. You could really go in there and tighten up those pet trees. Well, like, they should... Making interesting walls would also be something that is, like, viable. There was, I think it was in 4th edition. There's, like, an electric cage spell that was really interesting. So it puts down, like a square grid, and anything inside the grid takes a little bit of damage. And if they try to leave, they take a crap ton of damage. And they're forced to stop unless they pass, like, a saving throw or something. I think something along that line would be interesting in DDO as well. I think the idea of making things come to a stop is undervalued. Like, we have some slows. We have a little bit of movement stuff, but not that much. Slow like Blade Barrier, kinda, except again, the idea was that it tries to force things to stand still. That's all junk. Alright. Let's see. I think Beef Sploit Box is here somewhere, right? Yeah, over here. King of Korthos cannot get a mailbox for all of his exploits. Alright. Kind of want to take... Let's see what's left. We only got like a few minutes left in today's stream, technically. Might go a little bit later. I'm not super hungry yet. But I am a little curious on how close are we here to their next tier. Not that far away from the next tier is Slayer. Okay, so I'm going to go in and go this direction. Anyway, just more movement stuff, like push guys away, pull guys to you. We jump to guys, like they've figured out that technology. You know what I mean? Like, but how about bringing the guys to us? Wow, is there just like no trash around here? Squirrels, watch out.
A massive oak, taller than any of the other trees, dominates this corner.
One bear, 2 giant swarms. Man, I feel like this was much more densely populated on the hardcore. How did I like level 30? I had fun. I'm not going to say my build was like outstanding level 30 or anything, so things are subject to change as the builds get better.
The road leading up into the mountains has been blocked.
But I had fun. It's always fun to do
Cut off from outside.
more challenging things. Go on, let me off my horse.
Now they know what it means to face a dragon.
So like, I usually feel very comfortable doing stuff like on Reaper 1 on my own, no problem. And sometimes going up to Reaper 4 is not a big deal, in Heroics anyway, where I know the quests. For example, we did a bunch of stuff yesterday that I do not know very well at all. Or, not yesterday, Saturday. So, like, for example, Saturday I logged on just in time for Slave Lords, right? And I don't know that chain very well. We did what, R8 beef? Is that right? And I certainly was not... So there were certainly people that were doing a very good job of carrying the quest. Everyone had their jobs involved. I felt like I contributed, maybe not as much as some other people. But I felt like I was in it and I was doing work. And I certainly was not less helpful than, like, the buff bot. I think Beef will probably continue to bust my balls, but I think he'd agree. I did okay, like, all things considered. Especially not knowing those quests and stuff like that. Places where I know the quests a lot better, I feel like I can contribute more. As opposed to, like, general... like trying to do the quest and contribute on R8s or whatever. And I'm certainly not going to say that my legendary moonbeam with no augments put in it, you know what I mean, is certainly going to keep up with people who are, if not fully geared out, mostly geared out. I'm not sure about anything. I would like to think that people would say that I at least contributed. I helped. I mean, if people don't think I'm a help and they would rather that slot be put up with pikers or whatever, people are welcome not to invite me in the future, I guess. I certainly helped more the kill count than it would have. If it's only about that. People also didn't have mana issues.
Someone's plans for a nice quiet picnic on this island came to an unexpected
But anyway, I don't know. It was fun. Why are we not getting off the damn horse again? It's not only about that, but it does let you know you're doing damage. I mean, it is, and I certainly... My damage output is not the same as everybody else's, for sure. But, again, for where I currently am on the gear spectrum and some of the other things, I feel like I was doing okay. It must feel strange not to press the pace of the quest after so much soloing. I mean... Something that I always try to talk about is that there are places of the game where I am definitely more experienced than others. And in places where my experience allows me to do things, I have no problem doing
Dense
things.
webs cover the trees.
Where my experience is not such, I don't have a problem taking the lead to somebody else. I don't understand what's going on here. Oh, he already killed it and just telling me it's a chest.
What kind of horde hides within this?
Weren't Slayer Boost stuff on sale already? I think they were on sale last week, weren't they? Maybe they're on sale now? That is... Yes, that is true. Yeah, you may have missed it. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 1,000% on that, but I feel like we just had it.
You've done well, small one.
Pass feathers to V-Love. Although, still not sure why we're together. Guild stuff's on sale now. It might be.
Surprising.
Yeah, looks like improved feint is working on the horse. That can't be correct. There's that next tier that I was looking for. See if we can hit something else here on with the improved feint and keep riding. Looks like it went. Gotta run to the hunt quest in Feywild. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it looks like that is not knocking me off the horse. Interesting. I know. I have so many first times to do here pretty soon. I need to... Witch Hunt. Oh yeah, Witch Hunt's not... I don't know. It's still all kind of blurry to me. I wanted to say that that one's not that bad, but... Maybe I'm wrong. Greetings from Portugal. Welcome back. I'm good. How are you? Little tired. Little tired. But not that bad. Been tired all weekend. Just not slept well. Closed in your house because of the Rona?
Wings to face.
Yeah. Some of the new data coming out over the last couple of weeks is basically backing up what I have been saying about the Rona for a long time, what certain other people have been saying about the Rona for a long time, is that if you're at risk, the high risk factor, then you need to take some precautions. Otherwise, we are doing ourselves an awful lot of harm for nothing. Hypertension and diabetes, that would be a couple of the risk factors. It's part of the reason I went on the keto diet, was to get myself out of the, I mean, I wanted to get on it anyway and see if I could drop some poundage, but in general, but trying to get out of the danger zone is certainly one of the reasons that I've motivated this year. I've got a little bit longer here, then I'm going to take a little break from it, and then I'm going to triple down. I'm going to go hardcore for the first month. So I just want to take a little break, roll back a little bit, and then I'm going to try to like really kick it into high gear after the first of the year. I'll probably do like I'll probably alternate like lighter on the keto and then more strict and back and forth for throughout next year, 2001.
Feel the force of my thorns.
But that is why we have video games. It's why we developed the internet. For just such a weird series of emergencies. You bought the new Xbox. I didn't even know they had a new Xbox. The X series. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's been out a little while. It is the newer one though. I love the idea of attacking my a swarm of bees with a quarterstaff and killing them or something. All I know right now is everybody seems to be very excited for the PlayStation 5. I'm just like sitting here playing my PC game, my ancient PC game, having a blast. Although I do think that I should go back to, now that we've got our racials done, I do think I want to go back to spending at least a little bit more time each week playing a variety of things. I kind of would like to break back out the Final Fantasy Tactics. It's one of the games that I have never finished. A complete playthrough myself from beginning to end. Even though I would really like to. I've started probably a million times. And I have played the end chapter several times, but never on my own playthrough. So I kind of would like to do that at some point. We do have a copy of it that runs. It runs on the PC that's easy to stream. The remodel, I don't know, the updated graphics version. My problem with it is that I have to run it through a touchscreen emulator, which is not particularly easy to use with a keyboard and mouse. If I had a touchscreen monitor, it'd probably be fine, but I don't. Nor am I, well, I was going to say nor am I that excited for that, but it may actually be sweet. Having one that, like a tablet that would pair to my regular system so I could interact would be pretty awesome. A couple of spiders here. We're pretty close to making a full loop here. I need 50 more kills for 400 and then I'll probably move on. I'm just not sure where to go from here, to be honest. I guess my, like, Snitch and House Deep chain are all things that I'm familiar with. I really want to take some time and do some Explore Zone stuff. That might be something that happens off camera, like King's Forest farming and stuff like that. Problem is you really need 2 people to do some of that. And I have my second account, so I could theoretically anyway farm that up by myself. But we'd probably put a group up.
A small hermit's hut stands here, surrounded by well-tended beehives. The place
Just kind of see how quickly this it levels up in Explore Zones. Again, solo it's not very fast. Also, I'm not running like a pod or anything because we're not. You know, I'm kind of just filling the last little bit of the stream here, the morning stream. I usually take a break about now, and then I come back and I do a long stream in the evening. But look at this deer go. Poor guy. Yes. But I haven't played with this that much, being level 30, except on the hardcore servers. So when we did it last life, we just did kind of like a lot of like our first timey quests. We struggled a little bit at level 20, like around this level frame. But once we kind of got out of this place, out of 20 and into 22, 23, kind of were able to settle into a pile. 30 more. I guess I'll go behind the back. No, we already did behind the back. I haven't gone over here. There might be a pile of guys over here. Do not need a very many more to I don't even know what I was saying now. We don't need that many more to finish up in here.
To keep under siege, the local lizard folk have grown bold. They've built a camp down by the water, right in the center of the
I think
valley.
the sockets are always in the same spot, right? Or not necessarily exactly the same spot, but close. So that one's here.
May be useful.
There should be one around here, but then the other one's up on this tower thing. One by the spiders, one by this tower thing, and one in there. B-Love's asking about the sockets. I didn't even look.
This was once a great and impressive tower, but it was reduced to rubble in a battle long ago.
Yeah, one is here. Apparently not allowed to get off my horse with an attack. I didn't see the other one, so let's go look and see if oh, I guess I have a spider. No, I have a snake.
Pay back his injury in blood.
Unless this is for yeah, no, I have one. That's for the other quest. I don't know, we can go plug it in. I didn't see it over here in the one's in the spider zone. Maybe V-Love didn't get the spider zone one and they got this one. Go look. Cost me very little to go double check. Plus we need 10 more kills. Maybe there's respawns. I don't know. I don't think so, but I want the spiders back this direction. I know. I honestly just don't know that much about some of these places. And the only way for me to learn is to explore, so we'll do that. It's not true. I can learn by reading. But, surely don't see the spider crest anywhere. There it is. I found it. Yeah, they're basically in the same spot. They're around. I just assumed V-Love got this spider one when he came in here first. I'm gonna actually jump through my bunghole here.
The keep on the borderlands was
Save myself a little bit of running across the nowhere.
have driven the valley's residents to take refuge behind the keep's walls.
Not 100 zillion% sure where this thing is at. I thought it was like right. Is it right here? what's over here.
You get an uneasy feeling as you approach this ancient altar.
Hey, Smash. Let me clear up one or two more guys here, and then we'll probably give the Keep of the Borderlands up for now. I think the number goes up to like 1,500 or something, but I'm not worried about getting levels without getting murdered. Just looking for like fast, kind of touch it up, do the, you know, explore the thing, try to get a better handle of it. Alright, how you doing today, Smash'ems? How's V-Love riding around? I feel like there has to be a couple more pieces of trash, right? Just like a couple? There's a bear. Yeah, feel free. I am not a person that says you're not allowed to advertise here as long as it's not, like, disruptive. I was going to ask, were you streaming today? I know you do it on Wednesdays, but I didn't know if you remember if you're doing it on Mondays or not. Trying to get to your affiliate. Yeah, that's certainly everybody's next goal. Oh, are we stuck in a loading screen? No, okay, we're good. Alright, let's do like one more something. I honestly don't know why I even came back here. Monday early morning, Wednesday and Friday early evening. Okay. Let's grab the Bargain and Blood quest and see about knocking it out super fast, and then that's probably what we'll call this afternoon. That's what works for you. Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunately how it works out, is you just gotta kind of adjust your schedule the best you can. We're not all lucky enough to be Voodoo, where whenever our insomnia kicks in, we just log on and go to town. Although I did strongly consider starting things up this morning. I was like, oh, Voodoo's already got a crowd going. There's no reason to try to do things against, you know? Do a quick Bargain of Blood. It should only take a couple of minutes. Do you ever drink kombucha? I used to did, but I don't did no more because most of it is not very keto friendly. But there was a woman at the farmer's market my wife was buying buying stuff from. I shared this quest, right? Yeah, he's already got the quest. There's no reason to try to out Voodoo. Yeah, we certainly would not outdo each other by any stretch of the imagination. It's more like peanut butter and jelly. Again. The man has an excellent cult. So it's like, I'll get on, I'll play some DDO, I'll stream a little bit, and everybody's watching Voodoo. It's like, well, I could turn it on and do some stuff, or I could just hang out and watch Voodoo for a little bit also. So that's what I just did. I feel like it's an easy... Like, this morning it was definitely the easier way to do things. It's like, I'll just hang out and watch. But for those of you who are interested in supporting multiple viewers, or streams by the way, multitwitch.tv is a great way to put multiple people up at the same time.
Now I count the hours until I am allowed to hunt again.
You'll have to find some way to get it open.
So, sorry, again, I'm getting pulled into, the thing. So anyway, so if you wanted, you could, like, multitwitch.tv/streamtom/voodoo/ whoever it is that you're looking to watch, and you can watch multiple people at the same time. Put them both up in the same tab. You count as viewers in both channels. It's a nice way to support multiple people at the same time. I usually advertise it mostly when we're actually doing, like, things together. Fortunately, I think Voodoo is doing heroic lives right now. Like, he spent all these times doing epics when I was doing heroics, and now we're flip-flopped. Now I'm going to be in epics, like, non-stop. But he's working on... I'm not sure what he's working on right now. I know he's getting close to working on, bring him all the way here. I know he's getting close to moving on to his shifters. I know he mentioned that earlier today. Velo's negative energy must just be atrocious. Too early. But no, I was primarily drinking that kombucha for gut biome health stuff. But
Now they know what it means to face a dragon.
There's too much sugar in a lot of it now, so. What about the whole Stream Tom jokes for the stream titles? I mean, some people like it. So from what I have learned, and I don't know if this is actually true for lots of people or what. It seems like DDO's not like a lot of other games. But from like some of the research stuff that I have read about your Twitch titles and whatnot, the typical thing is tell people what it is you're doing so you stand out as what it is you're trying to accomplish, right? So like if you're trying to do it, like I talk about TR Day, right? Like it's TR Day, it's Epic TR Day, whatever. Or I try to group like what's happening. Like, hey, we're doing, we're level 13, we're blah blah blah. Like I try to cover that stuff in my titles. Also, apparently, again, according to the research,
Most easy.
on the plus side, Velo's aggro should probably have gone away. The other thing is that people tend to like things with numbers in them for some reason. They're drawn to that. So if I'm not funny, don't stream with a title and joke. I don't know if that's fair. Like,
A chance to spread my
I should have been reading. I should have been paying attention to what I'm doing. No, I think you could have a joke in there if you want. Like, there's certainly nothing saying that you can't. I feel like I'm gonna have to send a message to Michael here in a little bit, but I just think that you want to put out there what you are, right? You want to be able to advertise what you want to be advertising for you and what you're doing. So the people who are drawn to what you're doing will look at that, see that, and be like, okay, I'm interested. At least that's my philosophy. I don't know if it's true. For all I know, I'm doing everything wrong. But I try to be pretty chill about things. I try to be pretty flexible. And I have goals, and I try to accomplish those goals. You know, like, I'm working on completing a couple of different goals all at the same time, and that's what I'm doing.
Surprising.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing to keep in mind is that it's easy to get jealous of other people's numbers, and it's easy to get jealous of other people's success. I say this all the time. I look at Voodoo's stream, and sometimes I'm like, very jealous. And I'm like, man, but Voodoo has put in a lot of work. He's a lot more active on the forums. He does a lot of things that I just don't have interest in doing. You know, but then at the same time, it's like, I do a lot of things, I think, better than Voodoo. But Voodoo does a lot of things better than me. So it's a matter of like, I'm not trying to be the next Voodoo. I'm not trying to take his spot or take him down or anything. You know, same thing with like Strimtoms. Strimtoms put a lot of time and effort and energy in the things as well. You know, you're never, if your goal is to take them down or be better than them or whatever, you're going to be chasing stuff that's not yours to chase. And you just need to work on the things that make you good. Again, you can look at them and be like, man, that's my goal. I'd like to randomly turn my stream on and have 50 people watching me. Well, I think a lot of us, especially in the DDO community, we try, right? We do our best to like raid each other. I feel like most of us say good things about each other. I guess not always. I guess there are certainly times that I've heard things from other people that are not the most flattering. But at the end of the day, you know, you try to build a positive community. Again, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't always think I succeed in that. But if that's the goal, then
Lord, take that to me.
that's it. I just try to put out an interesting stream a couple times a day.
Now we may see the glint.
Hopefully it gets the job done. Man, I'm just trying to be entertaining. I just want to entertain people through their lunch hour and through the evening. Right? Which is what today's goal was, to get people entertained through their lunch hour. So what did we get done today? We did figure out how to rebuild our build. It took us longer to rebuild our build than I think it took us to figure it out in the first place. I think it took like 40 minutes to Epic TR, which seems like an extremely long time to me for something that's already done. But understandable, I suppose, with the current limitations. Why is this? Oh, that's full? Sure. And then we took a little bit of a look at gear. Figured out that for things that we're repeating, it's probably better to go ahead and do first time bonuses on a slightly lower difficulty. So that's something we figured out. The Explorer Zone stuff's a little bit wonky, so we may have to look at that. And we're not going to be Epic TRing again on this life. We're just going to do a regular TR when this is over. So we're not really looking to complete or reset the sagas we already turned in. We're looking to kind of like work on first time bonuses. So we haven't done Ravenloft. We haven't done Sharn Part 1. We haven't done Necro 4. That's not really a saga though. So there's a lot of XP there to grab. I don't know exactly how much, but that's a big pile of low-hanging fruit. We haven't done a lot of Explorer stuff, so we might screw around with some of that a little bit later this evening. Trying to pick up some Explorer Zone stuff. What else haven't we done? This is not the right button. We haven't done the Quarantine Chain. We haven't done Tavern Brawl Chain. We haven't done Defiler Flagging. We haven't done Wayloon. We haven't done Thunder Peaks. So we have quite a bit of first time stuff that that we should be able to pick up pretty easily. Again, Giant Hold is probably the area that I'm most comfortable in through Epics. So there's a chance that we might go back through a lot of Giant Hold on Epic Elite for first time bonuses. We have dailies, so we have like Vaughn that we can do. We have oh, I forget the other quest over there in House D. Spies in the House. So we have dailies we could do. Yeah, Sentinel. We have some Sentinel stuff. I like Sentinels. I feel like I do a lot. I do Sentinels a lot. Those are like my fill-in time things. Like, what did it take us? 10 minutes to do the last quest? Like, I like a lot of the Sentinel stuff. Yeah, there's some room for like two-toe Tobias and stuff like that as well. That's true. I did a bunch of that stuff first times already, but yeah, we could definitely still work on some of that stuff. So we have quite a few things to do. We also got a couple of raids in, but there are some other ones that we haven't done. Like we've done Lord, not Lord. What's it called? Is it Lord of Destruction? Yeah, we did a Lord of Blades and a Master Artificer on normal, and we did a Vision of Destruction on hard. But we still haven't done, like, we haven't done a Fall of Truth. We haven't done a... What's that? Isn't there a Legendary Hound? I haven't done a Legendary Hound. So there's one or two other things that we could, like, work in a little bit. So we'll just have to play it by ear. I don't want to get too crazy. Again, as a person that's kind of... Like, I could jump into this really quick. And, like, probably snag a pile of XP. But see, just like looking at the other groups, you know, you've got a couple of things going on. Oh, the challenges, especially the Evening Star challenges, I feel like are really good. So that's a lot of experience ready to go. And again, I think we get Tobrel or Beef or a couple of people on that are doing stuff in this slightly higher level range. We could definitely play tag along Little Brother stuff pretty quickly. How much experience have we made? 1.6 million experience already. It's pretty good. I guess it's also down here. Consume seems to be working okay. Yeah, everything just seems like fine. Nothing's outstanding right now, but that's okay. I find Spies in early epics is the best XP minute per game. So this is my problem. When I did Spies first time through on this life, I'm really stubborn. Like, really stubborn. So I'm a person that when I first time, I want to do it on Reaper. I want to get all that XP bonus. I want all those experience. So the first time I went through and did Spies on this character, on this life, on this playthrough, it probably took 40 minutes, I think. I think it took 40 minutes. And I died 5 times. Which, for me, in a quest like Spies in the House, 1 feels like super long. And 2, I just feel like I was getting wrecked non-stop. Like, 5 deaths for me, by myself on Reaper 1, is a lot of deaths. A lot of deaths. Now, I had a couple of bad pulls. But, it seemed tough. But also, I was doing it at level 20. Because, again, in my brain, that's a level 20 quest. But I need to reevaluate where some of these quests need to be done. But yeah, I just need to reset some of those factors. And refigure out what I should be doing first time through at level 20. So, like, maybe what needs to happen is, first time through is when I need to screw around with the Explorer Zones and focusing on the non-epic or non-Reaper chains. And then come back through and do stuff Reaper 1. Second pass when I can, like, go to level 21, level 22. And then start going up. The other way is to start with hard and then increase daily as you level. That sounds terrible to me, geezer. I'm not saying that that's not valid. It just does not sound like how I enjoy playing the game. I like playing with the most personal challenge possible to me. So if that means that I have to do stuff on Reaper 1, then that's what I like to do. And then I can go for value. So, like, that's why going through and doing things on Epic Elite today made a lot more sense to me, because I already did it on Reaper 1. So now I'm going for the value run-throughs. So, anyway, those are all wonderful thoughts. If you have other thoughts, I would love to hear them. Again, I just don't have the experience going from 1 to 20 as much as probably you guys do. Or not 1 to 20. I have lots of experience going to 1 to 20. 20 to 30. And if you guys have comments, tips, trips, help, etc., send me messages, join the Discord, send me tells, hit the YouTube video, leave comments on there, whatever you guys like to do. I would appreciate any and all of your advice. I'll read it all. I may not take it, but I'll at least read it all, and I'll take it under consideration. Bro and I usually start Slayers, Macabre, and Barovia before I run quests. Yeah, that's... Apparently a lot of people are that way. A lot of people like hitting the Explorer Zones before they start doing quests. I don't know how much fun it's going to be doing Explorer Zones unless I'm already in a group with people and we're having a good time having fun. You know, like, it's easy to start to drive a conversation around a quest, you know, like analyzing your plays, analyzing your misplays, stuff like that. But there's not exactly a whole lot of plays to analyze in an Explorer Zone. I mean, sometimes it does happen, but it's much more difficult for someone who mostly solos. And maybe that's something that I need to get over as well, is get the Twitch up. Get the Twitch up, yes. But get the group up, get the Twitch URL in there so people know that they're being streamed, know what's going on, stuff like that. And just try to break back out of that shell. Like, it's so easy for me to do that on the hardcore server, but it's so much more difficult for me to do it on the Solona server. I've been a hermit, I guess, for so long on the Solona server. It feels like a different world. Well, I don't know. Like I said, to me, I feel like it would be a less interesting stream. And first and foremost is to put out an interesting stream, or at least the best stream I can. And then second is meet my goals. So trying to get you guys interesting content is first and foremost. The other thing that I want to put out here really quickly is my Instagram, the USS Fed Halfling. And the reason I bring it up is because, and I know it might be a little difficult to see here, but today is Cyber Monday, but the Cyber Monday sale started on Amazon on Saturday. And the wife and I put together a pretty big Amazon order. So, first thing you might see here is the 75-gallon water tank and the water pump. So, also the PVC crimping tools. No, not PVC. What is that called? Pyrex? Is that right? I can't even think of what it's called now. But the crimping tools. So we're going to be putting the water system in. At least cold running water. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And then the big ticket money items. Charge controller. Solar panels. Wiring. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So big trigger items coming out there, which might affect the daily streams here, because I would really like to have some of this stuff hooked up and running before Christmas, so we can try to take the bus out over Christmas. So that could be fun. Also, there's one more. Well, there's a couple more big purchases, but there's one more big purchase also that goes along with it: the wood burning stove. So I need to actually check Cyber Monday sales and see if the Cubic Mini has decided to put itself on. I guess we can just look together. The Cubic Mini is on sale for $450. And the Grizzly, which is one I think we're going to end up pulling the trigger on, is the same as $550. Telling your daughter about the bus, and her husband have been talking about doing the same thing for the last 2 years. So it's a lot of research and a lot of trying to think through problems that you haven't experienced yet. And what kind of conditions you're going to be in. But if they have questions, if they're interested, send them to the stream. I'm happy to talk about it. Also, you can send them to the Instagram, obviously, USS Fat Halfling. Pull it back up again for everybody here. I need to get a button so people can just so I can just share it. But yeah, send them my direction. I'll be happy to help talk to them about things. The Instagram's not just about the bus, it's also about everything else. Like, I tried out this new granite pan. It's kind of nice. Remington turning 21, having his first alcoholic drink, etc. But it's mostly the bus. You like the name, the USS Fat Halfling? Yeah. I hope to get a plaque made at some point. I just haven't got there yet. But anyway, long story short, lots of interesting things happening on multiple fronts. Obviously moving into Epics full-time. Mostly full-time, semi-full-time, mostly full-time. Is going to be a different experience. Trying to analyze some of the difficulties that I'm having with doing like Epic TRs and stuff. May change how we do our leveling. So like right now, we tend to switch builds every life. That may not be something that we want to do going forward. We may want to switch lives or styles going forward with with the iconic race. So like, I'm much more comfortable on a caster, like a melee caster or even a range caster, something like that. And it may be more advantageous to us to pick a style for the 3 iconic lives, and then maybe we can switch styles every time we switch iconic life. So it makes the TRing process, the epic TRing process, easier. It's something to kind of think about. Like, I really struggled putting, like, re-TR or TRing this character. Because it's not like, this is an all ad hoc kind of meet some goals thing. Deep Gnome Pale Masters would be pretty obvious that we would do like all caster type things, stuff like that. But I just mean like if we decide to do Shatterkai Lives next, maybe we do you know, like a caster wizard build, or you know what I mean, like, and we do that all 3 lives in a row, so it streamlines the TRing process, makes it a little easier for us to get back into the action. So like, for example, I went ahead and I TR'd on Saturday, right? Like, I picked the Destiny and I did that stuff on Sunday. Did it on Sunday. And I was going to actually go ahead and take level 20 and start today's stream at level 20. But when I started going through the leveling process, I just didn't remember how I leveled. So then I ended up logging back out, or not logging out, but getting out of the character creation process, figuring out roughly how I leveled late last night, was too tired to do it because I was afraid I was going to make mistakes. And then ended up doing it first thing this morning. Like I said, it took me like 40 minutes to get through the quick TR process again. Resetting enhancements, resetting destinies, resetting Reaper points. And even those I feel like I didn't necessarily do correctly. So, and thankfully Beef was here to be like pointing out a couple of mistakes here and there. So that's all stuff that I need to think about more carefully, because as we're going through, like, I might need to start taking notes on my build so I can more easily epic TR. So little things like that are becoming apparent to me just after this one experience that I need to be more careful about. So anyway, we'll be back tonight in probably about 4 hours. Might be a little sooner, might be a little later, but probably around 4 hours. Usually around 7 o'clock Central Standard Time is when we reappear. Hope you guys join us then. If you're not already subscribed or following, depending on the buttons, feel free to hit those buttons. I would really appreciate it. And StreamTom is already running. So let's actually run to Planky here. StreamTom's got plenty of viewers already this morning, so we can raid somebody with slightly less. Alright, everybody, again, I'll be back in a few hours. I hope to see you guys then. Peace, much love. Don't forget the multitwitch.tv if you would like to help multiple people out, like you'd like to watch StreamTom and Planky here, PlankI52. You just go to multitwitch.tv/StreamTom/Planky I52. And that's a great way to support both people at the same time. Alright, everybody, peace, much love. We'll see you guys in a few hours. Toodles.